Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to start off first letting everybody know I'm going to be doing a Manifest Love and Romance interactive webinar on Saturday, February 9th. This is a very hands-on webinar. This is not about me preaching anything. I'm going to do some real tools and tips, and we're going to do it right there that day to clear off energy that might have you stuck and start activating and bringing somebody into your life now. If anybody's interested in this webinar, it's on the 9th, so we're going to use it in conjunction with the new moon energy and really get things going for everybody. I know the beginning of the year was a little emotional and maybe a little even tumultuous for some people, and a lot of people are trying to really be in relationships that reflect who they are, whether it's romantic or platonic. This is more romantic webinar, but it's your choice. I would love to see you all there. If you have any questions, please message me, and the link is down below. I'm also doing a special for Valentine's Day, a little bit early, 20 minutes, $45. If anybody's curious or has questions about it, please message me. And again, the webinar is interactive. So there's going to be tools and things that you need to bring with you. Nothing crazy, but we're going to be using that to get clarity and get the energy moving and start bringing in love and romance into your life now. So any questions? Message me. Thank you guys again so much for joining me for today. I am going to be pulling cards. I'm sure everyone has been feeling these eclipses. I know we have with the Venus-Jupiter conjunction and everything is supposed to be romantic and loving. I know I felt more anger than some things, but things are coming up for us to clear the way so that we can actually be in those loving spaces, work through that subconscious patterning that we're really holding ourselves back on. Sometimes we like to, hi guys, hi everybody, thank you so much for making it. But there's a lot of patterning that's coming up because we can no longer look at the outside circumstances, and we're recognizing that it's in us. It could be any person, any place, anything, but it's us that keeps reacting to these things. And that's what we're really healing. And the energy that's coming in now, guys, it's awesome. So it might feel like a little slower paced. The fight might feel a little bit more calm, but don't mistake that, guys. We're actually in a very a germination time. So we're doing a lot of manifesting right now. So watch your thoughts. Things are going to start flowing. Even if it's slow, it's flowing and moving, guys. We're really creating. And so if anybody's been emotional, guys, this is not to punish us. It's to push us enough. We're done. We have to think outside the box. We have to try new things or a new way of being or thinking or responding instead of reacting. It's really pushing us. And that's why we're in this creative space. What can I do different? Maybe new friends, maybe new group, maybe new hobbies, new ways of healing, new ways of really working with my reactions or my subconscious patterns. It's a really great time right now. So I'm going to be pulling cards for the week, but I always people are like, is this Monday through Sunday? Honestly, guys, it's just the energy. So it'll be this week, but you might feel it starting today and you might feel it past Sunday. I just get guidance for everybody. So while I do use tarot, I do channel and I do pull in information for whatever they want to say. So that's kind of how I do it. And guys, this is a general reading. So you look at your sun, your moon, and ascendant. If you guys want more specifics about your life, you can always hit me up for a personal reading. I love working with all of you. You're all wonderful. And if you guys have any questions or would like to see a webinar on anything, message me too. I'd love to do that, get some more webinar ideas. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start with Aries. Sometimes I wish that I was on it enough to jump between different signs and shuffle them around, but I'd be terrified. One time I missed Leo. I felt so bad about that, but I got them at the end. So I just stick in order. So I'm just asking again, astrological signs, just energetically with this energy that's causing us, to grow in a lot of ways. And just not in the old way, kind of growing oh, I'm working through my problems. It's no, we're very proactively, we're getting creative. What can I do here? What can I build? How can I change this? And I love this energy and it's giving us a lot of inspiration, guys. If you guys are getting ideas I really want to write this book. I really feel like I need to blog my story and share it with somebody because someone else has to be feeling this. Or if I really feel like I need to post my art up, I've been wanting to be a photographer forever. I'm just going to go take pictures. Screw it if anybody buys it. If you guys are feeling this pull to just express or create or speak or do something, listen to it. It's a huge inspirational time right now. Nothing is silly. Nothing is out the box. All right. Sorry. Focusing. I'm actually being guided to use this deck, so I'm going to just switch over. Aries. Oh, thank you. Yes, guys, you have the Six of Earth, the World, and the Magician. This is wonderful, Aries. So this is not just a time about more stability financially or just material, kind of gaining some more ground. But guys, you guys are really entering a time where it's the Magician, anything you're trying to manifest right now. So if any of you guys are trying to pay off bills, loans, redo the house, if you guys are trying to, I don't know, move into a new career, start school, anything that's new is going to provide you either more stability or opportunity for financial abundance or stability. This is a great time. Maybe you guys kind of got like a, you know, maybe a kind of kick in the pants or like a just jumpstart or a catalyst to like, you know what, I need to move forward. I need to create, I need to do something new, or maybe you were inspired to help a certain kind of cause. You guys, you can manifest not just the resources this week, but the people, the opportunities. Maybe you're like, I'm thinking of going back to school, and you run into somebody who's a counselor at that university, or maybe you're thinking of going into a new career and you run into somebody who's retired and that can give you a lot of tips or how to get started. This week, Aries, is really about getting started, and it doesn't matter if it's big or small, whether it's just doing research, Aries, or actually applying or going in for that interview or investing in that 401k or starting to work on your house. Even if it's like a do-it-yourself, that's fine. But Aries, this week is definitely an activating week. So it's not just about visualizing, and it's not just about affirming, which are all great things, but it's very action-oriented, which should be just up your alley, Aries, because you like action, you like getting things moving and started. But just FYI, especially money-wise or just opportunity, you might have gotten a promotion, so now you have more time with family to really create the space that you want, maybe be more involved with the kids or do something more of your side hustle. But more resources are coming into your life this week, and it's not just like magic. It's because you're actually been thinking about it and you're actually putting in the energy. You might have already started this, even if it was just thinking about it, but you really are moving into a much more joyful and contented area of your life. And it's because you're putting more energy and thought like, you know what, this has to happen, or I got to do this now. Like, this is my phase. This is my time. And I'm going to really put it in it. Like I said, it's a really strong germination time. You can really manifest whatever you want. And it's really part of your path. This is not frivolous, Aries. This is not like a frivolous thing. Like, I'm just going to redesign my room because I'm bored. It's not that kind. It's like, I need to freshen my space to be healthier, to bring in more light, to make my space, you know, more positive, or I'm gonna get this job because it's really in alignment with what I want to do. You get what I'm saying, Aries. But this is a very action-oriented, very positive. You should have a very beautiful week this week, Aries. It should be a lot more peaceful for you, a lot more calm. And when I say the word healing, it is healing. If you guys, anybody Aries are going through any kind of thing emotional, especially with family, Aries, right now, you're gonna find a lot of peace, inner peace, a lot more acceptance, you know, a lot more flow. Okay, so this is a wonderful week for you guys, so especially materially. So put in the effort, make that phone call, you know, submit that resume or application, or, you know, just make some effort, Aries, just a little bit, and it's gonna kind of snowball itself. So congrats. I know the past couple of weeks I've been kind of emotional. When I say emotional, it's not always like crying. It can be angry, it can be frustration, it could be why, you know, just want to get things going and come into epiphany. So I'm really happy for you, Aries. It's going to be a much more peaceful week, a lot more positive and forward moving, but in a very like relaxed way. You don't have to push it. You just have to just do what you normally do, you know, act, research, jump in, and the universe is going to answer. All right, Taurus. Let's see. Whoa, that was not for you, Taurus. I'm sorry. Those slid. My friend is like, how do you shuffle the cards with your tiny little hands? I learned. Obviously not right now because it just flew out. We have our moments. You know, and sometimes it just talks to me, and it doesn't happen with all the signs, but they are talking to me for Taurus right now. Taurus, it's almost like your heart is lighter this week. So if you've been facing some fears, some inner turmoil, some issues, this week is going to bring you a lot more, like when your heart is light, you know, like happiness, more reasons to laugh, more reasons to like lighten up. The mood is going to be much lighter for you, Taurus. And it's going to be a little exciting. Like, you're going to have little things throughout the week that are really going to be something that's like exciting for you, whether you're going to go see a show or finally get out and be with friends, or there's going to be a lot more lighthearted for you this week. So yay. One more card. Okay, you guys have the moon, the 6 of air, and the 6 of water. So hey, you know what, Taurus, you might have been, you know, facing some inner fears, some uncertainty, some doubts, maybe even romanticizing the past a little bit recently. But look at, guys, things are going to be looking up this week. There's going to be whatever you were working through, Taurus, whether it was internal or external situations. You know, sometimes people are like, everything's good, but you're struggling with something. Like, not only was it an opportunity for you to learn and to grow. I know that sounds so cliche, but bear with me. But it really was an opportunity for you to do things differently. That's the whole point of patterns, guys. If you notice, you keep attracting the same partner, the same situation, the same whatevers, or and maybe that's different people or something happened. There's an opportunity for you to change every single time. Are you going to respond differently? How are you going to handle it this time? Are we just going to let it go now? Or, you know, these are just examples, but when we face that, the shadow aspect, so many things are working behind the scenes. It may not look like it to you, but it's behind the scenes and it's for your betterment. So Taurus, this week there's going to be, you might even be taking a trip this week. Maybe if it's just going somewhere, maybe it doesn't have to be far. Maybe it's just going to the city or going, like I said, to a show or doing something with friends and family, but really bringing a lot more lighthearted energy and just taking the time to, I don't want to say the word forget, but not focus on things like that, because you're recognizing that focusing on things that you cannot change, the past, that actually only aggravates. If you guys actually want to even change outcomes or heal a relationship or say have your peace, you're going to have to actually focus the energy on the present, not on the past. Guys, you know, sometimes things look, you know, that grass is greener, or think that, no, it's true. What's that song where grass is green where you water it? It's the truth. You guys are going to have to see things clearly this week, and you're going to have that because the energy is going to be so much lighter. Whatever you're going through, know that it's the end of it. It's the end of it, Taurus. So it's not going to get any worse. It's going to only get better from here. Positively, things are going to look up with people, with opportunities. Things are finally going to move forward. So if you felt like you're in a pause or like in that limbo, that weird limbo energy, because you might be emotional. And like, again, emotional could be frustration, you know, all the range of emotions. No more. We're going to be moving forward. And I think, honestly, guys, you know, the moon phases, these eclipses, they got us emotional depending where we're at. But beautiful week for you, Taurus. It's really asking you to think. You're not seeing situations clearly. So step back. Like, you know what? I'm going to step away from the situation or the experience, and I'm going to go be with friends. I'm going to remember who I am. And when you do that, Taurus, everything is really going to diminish all by itself. Like, you know what? Why am I chewing on this? Like, I have so much opportunity. So many things are coming in my way, and things are going to be looking up for you, Taurus. I think it's more like people, doors are going to be opening, and it's going to make you recognize that whatever it was, it really isn't that big, or it really wasn't what you thought it was, you know? It's always kind of like breakups are the best example, right? You're like heartbroken, and like a year or two later, you're like, what was I thinking? You know, like something like that. It's going to bring you so much beautiful clarity. You're going to be releasing all these fears or anything that's holding you back, and you're going to finally move forward, Taurus. This is going to be a wonderful week. I think you guys are going to have a lot more fun and laughter and joy than you think you are. It's going to be a beautiful week for you. So if you get those invitations, if you have an opportunity to step out with friends or family, or even just go, you know, to the yoga studio or go see a show on your own, whatever it is that is you, Taurus, listen to it, follow. Your spirit is calling. It wants you to realign and remember who you are, that amazing, awesome person that you are. Because when you're in that state, you remember what's important, and you also see things as they are, not as we wish them to be, or some illusory state that it was better. It's not. It's just how we feel when we're like that. But whew, it's going to be a great week, Taurus. Enjoy it. Have fun. Laugh. And all those things that you're stressing about, really, they're going to diminish and go away now. Okay? Or resolve themselves. So just take that time. Take times out. Put on a comedy if you know you're at home. I love doing that. And just go with the flow. Have fun this week. Have fun this week, Taurus. All right, gems. All right, you're welcome to come out. Wow, the cards are just flipping out for Geminis right now. I'm curious as to why that is. Just one second, one more. Thank you. Okay, so, and I could see why. So Geminis, at the beginning of this week, number one, let's take the word, instead of, it's going to be an active week for you, Geminis, but don't run out the gate right away, okay? So just even start today. Take some time. Look at everything before you do it. You might feel really motivated right now, Geminis. You might be like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and all these ventures, but just start out the week a little slow. Not in a bad way, but let me show you the cards. 7 of air, Six of Earth, Ace of Fire. So in the beginning of the week, whatever plans you're having, whatever motivation, inspiration, ideas, and visions, getting to work, whatever it is, look at, they're saying, hold the phone. These are all things that are lined up for you, Gemini, and they are coming, but they want you to look at your plan really quick. There's some revisions that might be needed to be made. Double check everything. Make sure that we're doing it in the proper order. Do we have, and Gems, I know you're good at this. You tend to, plan and look at everything, but sometimes when we're really excited, anybody could overdo things. If you jump too far without reviewing or looking at things, it's not going to be the best of timing. Okay, Gemini. So things are still going to be looking up. Just do it today. You know what? Just do it today. Don't start on Monday. Just do it today. Look at everything. Make sure if there's any revisions that need to be made to your plans, do it. Make sure that all the pieces are in a row in terms of who's on board. What do you need? Is there anything, there's any gaps anywhere? Because if there is, we don't want any trip ups. We want to make sure that, whoever I'm collaborating with, are we all on the same page? Whatever I'm doing, is it in alignment with my mission statement? If whatever I'm jumping towards, whether it's getting that new job or, that contract, or investing in, or paying something off, investing in something else, is it exactly what I want? And I want to make sure that this meets what I'm looking for. Okay, that's all. That's all there is to that. And as the week moves forward, guys, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. There definitely is something in regards to career advancement. Maybe this can be promotion. Maybe this can be you guys start a new project, a side hustle. You guys might even be able to, at that meeting, propose something and you're going to run it. Or even, guys, you might even get a new job. If you guys are looking for a new career, you're like, I've been in engineering and now I want to start my music career, it might not be in alignment with what you're already doing, Gems. And that might be why you're kind of excited, because you've really thought it through and you're like, I'm doing it now. This is not to scare you. It's really just to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Like, hey, I got all my bills in order. Is what I'm doing going to be able to cover it? It's really just logical things. It's nothing crazy, like something crazy hidden. Just make sure you're looking at things analytically and make sure everything fits. But because you have the Ace of Fire, guys, it really is movement forward. Now, when I say success, that's success however you define it, Gemini. It doesn't have to be success by anybody else's standards. It doesn't mean I make 3 figures, I have a big house. It's success in terms of you're doing something that you're passionate about, that you're happy, that brings you security, that brings you creativity. That's success to me. I don't care if you're making 3 figures, if you're miserable. That might be why you're making these changes, Gemini. You're like, I need to make changes. I want to move forward. I want to have these experiences. I want to live my passion. Whatever it is, Gems, you're doing a beautiful job. And I feel financially it's going to be very good. So it's not just like you're going to get by. You're going to be able to save. You're going to be able to pay things off. You're going to be able to invest, all these things. And I think that's probably too because of all the planning and research you might have done already. Just make sure, again, cross T's, dot I's, double check everything. But you really have an amazing opportunity to change your life for the better, not just monetarily, but a spirit, like your spirit, emotionally. You're finally at peace. Like you're doing what you've been wanting to do. And of course, guys, whenever you start something, don't be hard on yourself. Like it's bumpy, right? Like I've never done this, or it's new, but it's exciting. And that's why it's really important that it's in line with your passion. So this week, start a little slow, but then action steps, making those calls, putting, accepting that career, that position, requesting that raise, or maybe renting your own space for your music studio or whatever it is, Gems. Like it's a beautiful week. This week is going to be really great for all of us. It's flow, guys. We're really taking action steps. We're not just sitting and waiting for the universe to like drop it in our lap. We've sent up, our intention, and now we're moving forward with it. So, yay. Okay. Cancers. There we go. Okay, you guys have the 5 of Earth, the Knight of Fire, and Page of Fire. This is great, Cancers, in my opinion, because maybe it's my Aries that wants to just get things moving. But guys, I might have been concerned a little bit more about money and stability lately, Cancers. Maybe, bills went up. Maybe you changed jobs. Maybe you quit a job you just couldn't stand anymore, and you're like, what am I going to do with my life? Maybe you're trying to, start your own business. 5 of Earth is the card of self-employment. Maybe you're uncertain, like, how am I going to go about this? But guys, we know what's amazing. Fears suck. But what's amazing about them is the fact that they're illusory. They're not real. We've created this whole thing like, whole, worst case scenarios, what ifs, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and it drives us scary. It's scary. But number one, Cancers, accept wisdom, accept help, accept support from other people, okay? That could even just people like, hey, you know what? I can hook you up with a part-time job over here just to help you out. Or maybe there's other mentors, entrepreneurs that could give you really good insight. And maybe you just have one way you think you're gonna do it, but you know what? They have more experience, they have more understanding. It's okay to like, you know what? Maybe they have a point. Maybe I'm not being rational. And hey guys, like we're all in that state, right? Like if this is my passion, this is my creative art, whatever it is. And they're really saying, you know what, that's okay. But that's a lot of people. I'm giving any Cancers out there that are trying to do self-employment, any Cancers out there that are trying to do their own independent work in any kind of way. If you're gonna do a side, like your own work, guys, that starts as a side hustle for many, many people. Myself included, for everybody, because you have to put in the time and the experience and everything. So it's okay if it doesn't start out the way you think it has to, or look the way you think it has to. I mean, look at other very successful people. There's like decades of things behind, them. So just start out slow. Now you have the 9 of Fire and the Page of Fire, guys. Number one, there's going to be a lot of opportunity to really move whatever fears it is. Like maybe you got that part-time job. Maybe it's like, okay, I have this creative idea that I think is going to help me. This week is really going to be very passionate, very adventurous. You're going to have to be very confident this week with making a lot of decisions, whether you guys have been looking for work or opportunity or the right experiences or people. And guys, keep in mind, this is for school, career, finances. This week is very focused on our material world. And just our security. So guys, you might be looking out for things. So if you're getting that job, if you're going for the opportunity, if you're getting that loan, if you're starting school, all they're really asking you is that number one, things are going to move a bit fast for you this week, Cancer. So you're going to have to make decisions a little quickly, but just make sure, don't get emotional. Don't be like, think it really quick. Like, okay, does it meet A, B, C, D requirement? Like, if so, yes. If not, and you're really unsure, Cancer, trust your gut. Be like, okay, don't worry. More things are going to be coming in. There's going to be a lot of new opportunities, endeavors, offers to you, ideas that you're really going to have to take action on, Cancer. This is not a week to sit and decide, over days. It's like, no, left, right, up, down. All I know is that I'm not feeling very secure. And as much as my vision and creativity is here, I need to be logical this week. I'm going to move myself forward. And so what do I need? I might need a part-time job. I might need that loan. I might need to collaborate, or I might need investors, or I might need to rethink my vision or my plan, and that's okay. But in the interim, what do I need to eat, to pay bills, to have a roof over my head, to feel secure, to make sure that like things are still moving forward? And that's just, part of being an adult, part of, just business mindedness. So it's going to be moving for you, Cancer. This is the positive thing. So as things come up, just make sure you think things through really quickly and then make a decision. We don't want things to pass us up too quickly. Move. And just remember, nothing is permanent, Cancer. Don't be scared to take that part-time job. Don't be scared to take that contract. Don't be scared to put in money into marketing or into advertising or to get that loan. Just be logical, be business minded. If you don't like something like a job, you can quit. If you don't like that marketing model, you can stop it. There's things you can do. So don't get too caught up. Remember that. You can always change it. Just move, make decisions, and move forward. It's going to be great for you guys. I'm really excited. Any Cancers out there that are doing their own thing, that are, whether they're, starting their own business or investing in a school program that's long-term, but it's really going to get their dream job off the floor and moving forward. Those are great, guys. Like, invest in yourself. Don't be afraid. So many things fail and rise. If you're going to try anything, anything new, failure is pretty much a guarantee, because that's you trip, right? It's trial and error. And then you finally get your grounding, your footing. You're like, I got it. I got it now. Like, did anybody get swimming right the first time or walking right the first time? No. I mean, maybe there's like a savant out there that did, but that's like one out of like a million. So don't judge yourself too harshly. We're all there. We're all there with you. Just move on forward, make decisions. All right, Leos. Whew. Oh, wow. Okay, Leos, you have all major arcana cards. The Empress, Ego, and the Sun. So first things first, guys. Leos, you guys are doing this is a real big manifesting time. Big. It's big for everybody, period. And it's just manifesting in a different way. Now, Leos, first things first. If you're experiencing any fears. Maybe you're investing, maybe you're working on your health, a business, you're working on your home, whatever it is. They're saying this week, understand that if there's any fears that are arising, if there's any false sense of being stuck or trapped, or like, how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to earn more money? How am I going to do this? You guys are too focused on the material. Now, I'm not saying that that's not normal. We have to eat, we have to pay bills. That's not what I mean. But you're too focused on the money versus the service, why you're doing it. So Leos, let's step back really quickly. Now, whether it's maybe you're going back to the gym for health, but you're too obsessed with how you're looking and comparing yourself. Maybe you're trying to start your business, and instead of remembering why you're doing it, it's to help people, to make a service. You're too busy on the numbers. Or if you're trying to, I don't know, an example might be start a family, because you have the Empress here. Start a family, you're too worried about your biological clock or what other people might think, versus I want to bring a human being into this life and I want it to be a contribution to society. Like, we're forgetting the reason why we're doing something. So this week, I mean, it's a beautiful week for you, Leo. They're saying what's really going to help you with the creation process and get those creative juices flowing and things moving forward is, number one, remembering why. Stop ego focusing and remember the bigger picture. Like, oh yeah, I'm doing this because I want to, because it makes me feel good, and because I have a service, not because of anything else, how I look, my 3 figures, what society is going to judge, my family. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with you. Now, this week is a huge, huge, huge manifestation week for you, Leos, but it's physical, very physical. Maybe you're putting out that YouTube video. Maybe you're finally starting your marketing. Maybe you're putting out that ad this week. If any Leos out there are trying to get pregnant, because the Empress card, it is the card of fertility and birthing. This is a great week for it, Leos. So if any of you guys are out there, this is the time. But even in that, remember the fun. It's not like this is business, I need to get pregnant. Let that go, because that energy is going to keep you stuck. But you're not supposed to be. This week is supposed to move you forward and have positive results, okay? So just release attention, and it's supposed to be like a fun, it's the journey, right? It's not just a destination, and remember why. Okay, so this week, guys, make sure that you're really taking action on your ideas and your dreams, whether it's writing that blog, whether it's starting a family, or putting more in at work, or like doing that video, or putting in your music, whatever it is. Start action. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. Don't get caught up in the perfection. Remember that ego card. Screw that. It's the creativity. Start doing that. Nurture yourself. Put on that fun music. Give yourself that sleep. Put yourself on a schedule, because that is also self-loving, because you're trying to give yourself the best outcomes. So be a little bit more disciplined this week. Not like in a crazy Saturnian way, but in a like, okay, if I want to fit all this in because it makes me happy, I have to get up at 6 a.m., you know, or get to bed by 10. Now you have this, guys, it's just a successful week. Everything that you're putting into, you're going to have little successes all week, and then might culminate into something big. But it really relies on you believing in yourself, believing your service or your product or whatever it is you're trying to do, and having confidence in it. Not from an ego perspective, because if you're basing it on that, you're always going to fall, because you can't, rely on outside circumstances to fill you inside, because those are always up and down. But this can stay constant. So Leos, beautiful week. Remember why you're doing it. Stay in alignment with that service and that happiness. Don't compare yourself to anybody, and just go at it. Don't worry if it's perfect. Go at it. There's, whether it's a service or anything else, only you can do what you're doing. Only you can be you, and it's going to be absolutely successful. Good luck, Leos. It's going to be a wonderful week. Just don't get caught up in the material. Don't get caught up in how it looks, Let it go. You're going to have so much fun. Easy peasies. Whew, Virgos. Okay, guys, Page of Water, Release, and the 3 of Earth. Wow, what a dynamic week for you, Virgos. Number one, this is going to be a much more emotionally healing and fun week. Somebody is going to be coming into your life this week. Now, this could be romantic. Absolutely can be romantic. Or if you've just met somebody, you're really kind of developing into something. Like maybe you've been too afraid. Maybe you've been trying to like just heal yourself and like, I'm not really looking or whatever, you tell yourself, and those are good things too. But it's really helping us to step it up. So if someone just entered your life romantically and you guys are kind of teetering, trust your gut. And if this is what you want, because you have the release card with Archangel Azrael, they're like, look, it's safe, Virgo. Even if it's a friend, even if it's like a collaborator or a colleague or someone, it's definitely going to come in terms and someone like a person, but it's going to be someone who's friendly, who understands you and really helps get you going again. We are a pack people, right? So we're not meant to be doing things alone, like that lone wolf, like I have to handle all my problems. No, this person that's going to be coming in, whether it's platonic or romantic, is really going to help you finally release that phase of your life. You guys have gone through a lot, and you guys have been doing a lot of releasing. We really are kind of done with the transition phase energetically. We're actually in it now, but this is to help you release any kind of hesitation, any kind of reservations like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. I'm like, well, do you ever want to have good friends or be in a healthy relationship or move forward or collaborate? If the answer is yes, then you're going to have to at some point, and they're letting you know it's okay. Trust your gut though, because of the Page of Water, there's a lot of, you guys are very intuitive this week. You guys are very in tune with what feels right, what doesn't, to turn left or to turn right. You trust your gut, Virgos. You're really being guided and helping move yourself into a much more emotionally happy and stable place. So yay for you guys. And really, guys, are letting you know, you guys have gone through a huge transformation, Virgos. Really, even if it looks like just career or family or relationships or whatever it is, it was an inner transformation of your own self-worth. It was an inner transformation of healthy boundaries. Like, I'm effing done. Like, there's literally no more energy for me to keep doing this. So there's no other choice. I have to change these changes, and it's going to be wonderful, guys. It's going to be wonderful. Now, when whoever comes in, guys, number one, it's going to definitely be somebody who, this is not karmic. This is why it can be a friend as well. It's going to be someone who works well with you, understands you, supports you, and really helps move you forward, like hand in hand. Like, let's do this together. Like, don't be afraid, Virgo. We're going to do it together. They're not pushy person. Now, this week too, because you have the Three of Earth. I'm sorry. Work is also going to be a lot better. You guys are going to be very collaborative. You guys are going to be very team player-like. Like, you're going to have a very macro perspective of whatever work or projects you have. If you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, that's also with the family. Like, okay, our goals are, you know, like school just started again. I want to get the kids on a certain schedule. I want to get the house under, you know, in a certain way. I'm trying to save, so I'm willing to shopping at this time. Like, you're really working with the family and friends. So whether you work at a career or you're stay at home or entrepreneur, you're really getting things in order. You're a way better communicator this week, and you're actually going to be recognized. It's not like you're pushing, like you do this and you do that. It's more like in a wonderful flow and synergy with other people, and it's actually moving things, and things are growing and aligning and streamlining, and the whatever goals you guys are having, you're meeting them, and it's tangible. It's not just verbal or putting it on a board. You actually are making the steps this week. Virgo, amazing career-wise, moving up, being recognized for your hard work, and emotionally stepping forward, and you're not doing it alone. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys. Move it forward, Virgs. I'm so excited. I have a very good friend, Charlotte. I'm so excited to tell her all this stuff because, Charlotte, if you're listening, yay. I'm super excited for all of you. Yes, forward movement, Virgos. Let's do this. I love this week already. This is already turning into a beautiful week. All right, Libras. Whew. Let's see. Whoa. Nice. Okay. You guys have 5 of water, 8 of water, and 3 of fire. I am liking this a lot. So guys, Libras, you guys might have, you know, emotionally, certain circumstances may not have just worked out in the past for you. Whether it was any kind of emotional attachment. It could be a relationship. It could be your career. It can be with family. Anything that didn't turn out the way you had hoped. You know, it didn't turn out the way you had expected. And for a while, you guys, you know, you might have been like, why? Like, you know, resisting what is. And that's totally normal, right? We all cry over spilt milk, especially when we really care about something. But guys, this week, you guys have this amazing, just beautiful push and flow. You have this innate desire to move on. Like, I need more purpose in myself, in my relationships, whether it's romantic or platonic or anything that I'm emotionally attached to, you guys are really searching for more meaning, more fulfillment, and more spiritual alignment. Like who you are now, Libra, whether you're older or younger, what you kind of been going through, you're not the same person you were last year. And I think that's a positive thing because we should all be growing. But there really is looking like, I want more now. Like, you know, maybe before you never wanted to be in a committed relationship, or maybe you didn't want kids and now you're like, I'm ready for that now. Or maybe before you're like, I was just going job to job and I didn't really have a career. Like, I'm really ready to express myself and serve. Or with the family, like, these problems are going on for long enough. I'm really trying to change, you know, make things a healthier patterns for myself in my life and for maybe my future generations. Whatever it is, guys, you really are feeling it and you're drawn. It's not even like that they have to drag you. It's like you're just like floating. You're like moving forward. Like, I'm ready. You know, like I'm doing this. Like I feel the call. I'm ready and like roar. And I'm ready. Let's do this. And this is where you have the 3 of Fire, guys. Things are looking great. Now, what they're asking you to do, because the 3 of, you know, any kind of fire card, one card is a very action-oriented card. It's a very movement-oriented card. So things are going to be coming in, and it's definitely going to be coming in. When I say the word abundance, this doesn't always have to be money. It can be money. It can be raises, but it's also offering you opportunities. Maybe of your examples, with relationships, maybe opportunities to do a healing workshop or to go out and meet people, meet and greets, or maybe you're going to go to an awesome convention and so it's an opportunity to really do something that you love, aligns with your spirit, but also meet like-minded people. You know, a lot of opportunities are happening this week. Just be patient with the process, Libras. You are moving forward. So don't feel like you're stuck. You might be like, well, I'm not seeing anything. You're going to start seeing the difference coming this week, whether it's with people and opportunities, or people are going to be providing you with more time or money or whatever it is to really get yourself what you need, whether it's that healing, that retreat, time to go out more, go on that trip. But things are looking up for you, Libras, especially emotionally. So I'm super excited for you guys because it's time. And when we finally get to this spot, it's because we went through, you know, I don't want to be negative, but, you know, kind of went through freaking hell and back. And so now we're like, rebirth, I'm ready, let's do this. So make long-term plans this week. Like, okay, whatever you're investing in, Libra, it's not just for short-term gratification. And I don't think you'd even want that. You're like, no, like I'm doing this because I'm looking for stability. I'm looking for longevity. I'm looking for true emotional investment in myself and my endeavors and my relationships, whatever it is. So this week, the universe is going to throw a lot of things at your way and you're going to be yes, no, no, yes. And it's going to be listening to your actions and answering it, Libra. So be very, now, I don't want to say cautious, but be very cognizant, right? The best example I can give is always with relationships, right? So like I want to have a healthy long-term relationship, and this is what I want now. I'm not going to do this anymore. The universe throws 3 partners at you, and one is a repeat of the past, one you're extremely attracted to, but values and goals do not match, and one you're attracted to, and it has everything aligned, but maybe they live far away. Like, what's the best option? Obviously not the past pattern. This guy or girl really attracted to, but nothing alignment. I can work with distance, right? Everything else is aligned. Like the universe is like, make your choices, which one? And this is going to be great. So a lot of movement, a lot of opportunity. All it's asking you is to be patient with the process, be patient with yourself. Make sure you have those long-term plans and the choices you make are in alignment with that. And the universe is going to keep on bringing it in. I'm excited for you guys. It's time. Movement, movement, movement. Maybe it's the Aries in me, but I'm just like, yes, let's do this. Let's move. Let's go. Come on. I love it. This is a wonderful week. I'm super happy and excited for it. We could all use it. Okay, Scorpios. Let's see. Whew. Scorpios. Ooh, nice, Scorp. So 6 of Earth, 9 of Earth, and 5 of Earth. Guys, look at this week. There's really a lot of money, material, career, school, stability, any kind of physical environment, guys. Scorp, this is a really great week for you. So it's not just about, ooh, I got a ringing in my ear. Angel sign. Guys, they're probably talking to me too. It's my son. Okay. But number one, guys, this is a wonderful week for new ventures. Maybe you're deciding to expand your business, or maybe you're deciding to expand at work, take on more responsibility, maybe a new project, or maybe apply to like a new job, a new career. There's a lot of focus this week on your finances and your security and your creativity, which I think is wonderful because it really is about aligning. Now they're saying, guys, whatever choices you make this week, Scorpio, it's because you really have financial goals, whether it's to pay off that debt, pay off that, loan, student loan. Maybe you're looking for an apartment. Maybe you're looking for a new home. Maybe you want to, maybe you need a new car, maybe because you need it to go back and forth from work. But if any Scorpios out there are self-employed, this is a wonderful week, whether you're a hairstylist and you rent a spot, whatever kind of business that you have, if you have a side hustle, this is a wonderful week for you guys. Will it take a little effort? Absolutely. Anything you do takes effort, but they're letting you know whatever it is that you need, whether it's that time to write that article, whether it's time to clear up your books and get your finances in order, make that resume, do it. The universe is giving it to you so that you can be active with it, Scorpio. So if you receive more clients this week, it's, like, heck yeah, like I got accepted for that loan. I put out that new product and it's on fire. Congratulations, number one. Yeah, let's do a dance. But number two, they're giving you that, whether it's abundance of resources or of time, they're giving it to you, Scorpio, so you can make more effort. Now, I'm not saying don't go treat yourself, go buy food, pay your bills, but it's saying use that wisely. It's not meant for you to be like, okay, I feel safe again, I'm just going to chill back into my like cruise mode. No, Scorpio. Because you have the 5 of Earth, there really is a fear underneath here. So any Scorpios out there that feel like I'm doing good now, but what about next week, next month? That stability, that's why they're giving this to you, so that you can heal that fear. You need to be able to have more confidence in yourself, Scorpio, and in your work, because if you do, you don't want to make any unwise choices out of fear. So if things are going to look up for you, fantastic for you, but use that to save, to invest in yourself. If you got more time because you got more clients, you got to have like a 3-day weekend or something like that, use it. Improve your product, improve your branding, do that video, write that thing, reach out to clients, send thank you cards. I don't know, whatever it is doing it so that you can really invest and keep building, not to get back and be comfortable until you have to hustle again, 2 weeks later. You know what I mean? It's really doing it so that you can solve this problem, so you can find more stability, more foundation, more inner peace, and more confidence, guys, because you have what it takes. You have the skills, the ability, the schooling, the education, the time, whatever it is, and when I say education too, that's like just like you put in years of experience, to do it. And all that it's really requiring of you, Scorpio, is just the faith in yourself. And when you finally get the resource and opportunity to use that time wisely, and it's going to keep feeding you, supporting you, and really lifting you up. What you put in, you're going to get out, and it's going to be wonderful, especially monetarily, not just security wise. And that could even be time. That might afford you more time with your kids or your loved one or your spouses, or to go on travel. Beautiful week for you guys. Great time for career advancement, career movement, applying for those loans, or even if that's a student loan or a house loan or whatever. Beautiful month, but you really just got to get all your ducks in a row and be proactive. Okay. High five, Scorps. Yes. All right. Don't be, I can't say don't be scared, especially if any of them out there is self-employed or worried about money. But have more faith in yourself, because it's okay to have fear, but it also is not productive. I always tell myself that stress is just going to create, stress is like praying for what you don't want, right? That's what I always tell people. I tell myself, I'm like, so let's nip that in the bud. And whether I have to put some I am affirmations on or just get to work, sometimes I just go get my butt to the gym, just endorphins, and then clear headed again. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay. I never really get to read the chat. Sometimes I like to read some of these. You're welcome, Maz. I'm hoping the readings serve people always. Okay, Sag. Let's see. I came out boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm going to pull a clarity card on this one. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the World, Ace of Fire, 3 of Air, and the clarity card is Five of Gabriel for that Three of Air. I was just curious as to what the problem was, but here we go. This week, guys, again, it is a focus again on movement, and it really is about opportunities. Again, career advancement, any kind of opportunity to move yourself forward. Sagittarius, if maybe you got that raise, you got that promotion, maybe you finally got the okay to, I don't know, any kind of endeavor. Maybe you're remodeling your house and the city said, okay, you can do it now. Whatever it is, guys, they're really, because you have the World card this week, number one, it's a wonderful week. Wonderful week. And it's not just because of what's happening outside of you, Sagittarius, it's how it's making you feel. Okay, so, and that might seem like, well, obviously, but hear me out here. So there's things are going to present themselves. Maybe you already knew that it was coming, so you got that promotion like 2 weeks ago, but the raise is finally coming in this week, or maybe you finally heard back that your manuscript was accepted, and then now you finally guys are getting into the nitty gritty of how it's going to play out. Maybe, I don't know, you guys get what I'm saying. Whatever it is, things are finally moving forward with whatever opportunities have or just recently presented themselves to you. And there's now things are action oriented. We're seeing the fruits of it, whether it's that raise, whether it's that next choice, whether it's that new meeting, whether I'm finally getting that I'm changing offices. It's very physical, so there's movements. But because of that, you guys are finally feeling like it's not just mouth. I see it, I feel it, I hear it, and it's bringing you guys like a real sense of accomplishment, inner peace, a lot of the joy. Like you just buoyant is the word. Like you're just buoyant this week. You guys really have gone through a huge phase. All of us are finishing off a lot of different cycles, and it's really, you've learned so much, and now with all these new opportunities, you're taking your experience, but your wisdom, not just of what you're doing, but of yourself. You've grown, Sagittarius. You've grown as a person, as a soul, as a being, and in this new gorgeous space you're creating. And you're answering the call, and you're doing things maybe in your style, but with a new sense of understanding and purpose and drive and soul. And it's really causing things to just really flesh out. So guys, it's a beautiful week for you. A lot of movement, a lot of positive change and forward advancement, and in a beautiful way. Now, there is a little caveat to this. You do have the Three of Air, and I just wanted to, and the Three of Air tends to be kind of like sadness and needing to heal, but I wanted to, I'm like, this doesn't match, but the clarity card, guys, you have the Five of Gabriel. So this is about communication. So this week, just be aware, you might have maybe some coworkers are creating drama. Maybe you got that promotion right at work, and someone's bitchy about it because they wanted the promotion or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? Like little stupid crap that people's egos get into, and we're all human, right? When we get pissy. But the key to that, the key to not feel crappy about it, or make it hurt you or bother you or to ruin your joy, Sag, don't you dare. You're gonna nip that. It's to really just don't get involved with it. Keep a macro perspective. Have patience with other people, okay? Just understand that, you know what? Whatever these people over here are bickering about, whether it's family or colleagues, probably gonna be colleagues to be quite frank, that has to do with their ego and their sadness and their fear. And I'm just gonna send them like, you know what? As much as maybe I wanna say something, I'm not. Because it's just diminishing my light, and I'm wishing them well. And I didn't do this to hurt anybody. I'm doing this because I'm loving myself and I want to support my family, or I want to move with my life. And it wasn't personal, right? So just say a prayer, send pink light that way. Maybe ask Archangel Michael to surround you and to protect you from any negative vibrations or intentions. Michael is the best for this. And just don't get involved. Literally just withdraw from the drama. Don't participate. If people are like, well, what do you think about that? Be like, you know what? I don't think anything. I'm just doing my thing, just FYI. So that's the only little thing that might happen, but it's really nothing about you. It has to do with other people's ish, so don't let it get you down. Don't let it ruin that joy. Like, okay, fine. This is the natural thing with transition, and not everyone's going to like it, but it's okay. This is your turn. This is your path. Your light. You earned it. It's coming in. So do your little pate, send blessings. Don't wish any ill will, and just enjoy it, guys. Stay in that beautiful, beautiful light. And congratulations on whatever advancements you did, Sag. You worked for it. You worked for it. And so you deserve it. All right, Caps. Whew. Let's do this. No, got that card. Thank you. Okay, Caps. You have the Eight of Air, Nine of Earth, and Eight of Water. Okay, so first things first, again, this also has to do not just with your, I'm telling you guys, for everybody, it's very, very material world, money, finances, career. But just FYI, guys, you guys, so Caps, some of you guys might have gotten a new job. Maybe you guys got a title change. Maybe you guys have finally found something that's meaningful to you. So maybe you already have a job, but maybe you're doing your side business. Maybe you guys are really investing in yourselves, Caps. And that could be the traditional way, such as a new job, a promotion, or successful self-employment. It can be investing in your home. It could be investing in your family or in education. And you guys really are, it's wonderful. You guys have really made the decision and you guys are moving forward with it. However, this week, guys, because you have the 8 of air, number one, guys, whatever you've been through in the past, Caps, that's the past. And we're done. Like I said, we're not even in transition anymore. I said that in some other signs. If you're using the timestamp, I'll just repeat it here. We're not in that space anymore. Don't be afraid, Caps. Maybe you're investing, maybe you're getting married and investing in a family, but maybe you didn't have the best family growing up. And maybe that your old experiences are making you afraid. Like, what if I mess up? What if something happens here? Or maybe you guys finally got a job that you love, but you've had like a choppy career path. And you're like, what if this happens again? What if they think I'm not good enough? Or maybe you guys have, you're going back to school, but maybe you tried previously and you're like, what if I fail? Or, Caps, you're not going to fail. You're going to do fantastic. You're going to do better than you think you're going to do. But in the beginning of the week, if you guys start out a little hesitant, a little nervous, don't let that stop you from taking action. Don't let that stop you from being your best, newest self, guys. They're saying, look at this fear, these problems, these what ifs, you might have had like a little bump last week and you're like, oh, that's a sign. That's a sign. I shouldn't be doing it. Like, no, guys. Number one, tone it down. Number two, it's an illusion, Caps. You guys are doing beautifully. Whatever problems or things that you're making real, it's an illusion. It's not real, guys. It's not. You guys are just, you feel like you might get stuck. You feel like, well, what if this, or maybe I'm making the wrong choice. You're not. You're just bringing up, it's normal. When we've had experiences, right? Our fight or flight response wants to protect us, but it also will inhibit us from new experiences. So guys, number one, surrender that up. However you do that, talk to a trusted friend, say a prayer, meditate, do release work, but just acknowledge. But what's most important is awareness, Caps. Like, wait a minute, is this real? Or are these just my fears? Did something actually happen to give me grounds to believe that where I'm currently at? Like, has this person ever done something? Has this job ever said anything, And if the answer is no, it's in the head. So number one, you have the 9 of Earth. Guys, it's a really beautiful week. You guys really are, financially, things are looking up. On the houses in material world and your foundation, things are moving forward. Your endeavors are successful. But because it's the 9 of Earth, while you're enjoying these new, beautiful phases of your life, take a little bit of quiet time for yourself. Take a little quiet time this week, Cap, but it's mostly for these emotions that are coming up. Sometimes you're like, things are just too good. Like a shoe's gonna drop. Don't say that. Don't say that's not true. If you expect it, then fine. Just like when you stub your toe in the morning and you're like, shit, this is going to be a bad day. What happens? It's a bad day. It's how you saw it. It didn't have to be. That's how our perception. So this week, enjoy all the beautiful successes, your new job, your raise, your family, maybe the new home that you bought, maybe that new car that you just, whatever it is materially in your world that's finally looking up and just spreading joy, enjoy it. But if you're feeling a little emotional, take some quiet time. That bubble bath, that meditation, that prayer. Be patient with yourself because you have the 8 of water, guys. You're doing all these things because remember what started all these things? It was that desire to have something different, to move forward from unhealthy situations and people and relationships and patterns. And you did it. It's here. It's now, Caps. You did it. And it's normal, but recognize that you're fearful of because of past issues, because of things that might be arising out of a lack of self-confidence. You need to have confidence. You know why you're here? Because you, in conjunction with the divine, got you there. Okay, you did it. You did it. And look at it. You're enjoying it, Caps. So don't let it take away. You guys really are moving forward. You're finally finding things that are meaningful to you, that fill you up, that really resonate. And don't let your fears sabotage that. And you won't. You won't. All that you require is some quiet time. Every time that little voice wants to get cray, take a time out. Be like, all right, voice is getting cray again. I'm going to honor that that's there, but I'm going to say thank you to my fear because it's teaching me where I still need to grow and heal and love myself. I appreciate you, fear, but now you got to go. You got to go. And then if you want an affirmation, put an affirmation in there like, I'm confident. I love Louise Hay's affirmation. I think I said it on the last one. She says, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Only good will come from the situation and I am safe. I love that affirmation. So every time I say like, gracias, but head out, then I say that affirmation and on I go, guys. So you're doing great. So if there's any like fears, it's just in your mind. Enjoy the week, enjoy your successes, enjoy the positive changes, and know that it's in alignment with that meaning you're looking for, Caps. It's a beautiful week for you. Okay. Now, Aquarius. I was about to say Pisces. Oh, my patient Pisces. Thank you for everyone too who timestamps. I really appreciate that. Someone in my last video was like, you're the real MVP. I started laughing so hard. I'm like, they really are. They took the time. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see. These are coming out kind of. Okay. Sorry, you kept getting clumps, so I'm just listening to it. You guys have the 5 of water, the Ace of earth, and the 6 of water. Guys, this is wonderful. So number one, again, I'm telling you, it's across all signs, and we really are getting stability and forward movement in terms of our life. But Aquarius, number one, whatever business ventures you're looking at, contracts, any kind of things that you're doing to generate money. So maybe, and this is just like anything. So a lot of Aquarius is maybe you're picking up side jobs, whatever it is. It's not so much what you're doing, why you're doing it this week. So FYI, let's start out with the 5 of water. This week, Aquarius. So maybe you're like, okay, like my goal is to really buy that house by next year, to be in my favorite, in my dream job, or to be a manager. You guys have these goals, Aquarius, and they're all valid and they're all beautiful. What the universe is asking is have patience. Like with the 5 of water, sometimes things aren't moving as fast as you want. They're not turning out how you want, when you want it, where you want it. And they're letting you know, guys, it's because it's the journey. You're getting there. Don't worry about it, Aquarius. You're going to get that goal. Now, because you also, because the Ace of earth is being like on each side is 5 of water and 6 of water. That's the word I'm looking for. Surrounded. Enclosed. I can't think of it. Number one, you guys, a lot of the things, the reasons that you're going for these awesome goals, Aquarius, it's not just because it's a dream, but it's also about, maybe it's a lifelong dream. Maybe it's a childhood dream. Maybe you made a promise to yourself or to your parents or to, you know, I don't know, I'm going to do this. You guys, the goals that you have, they're not just mental, they're very emotional too. You guys, there's a lot going on here that you want to do it. Now, Aquarius, I will say, when it comes to your goals, you guys are doing what you have to do to get there, right? So maybe you're going to school, you're working full time, you're you know, maybe an example, maybe you're an actor, right? Maybe you're an actor, and so, you know, you're doing this job to make money. You're also doing Uber on the side to pay bills, but it also allows you to go to your auditions. Like, you guys are doing what you have to do to realize your dream. And this week they're saying, guys, you're doing great. There's going to be a lot more money coming in, a lot more opportunities. So maybe you're picking up hours. Maybe you got a raise. Maybe you got a new contract. Maybe someone's giving you like a 3-month stint somewhere, and maybe you actually like it, but things are looking up financially for you, Aquarius, whatever it is. And that includes time. So maybe you want to put more hours in at work because you want to save, whatever it is, financially looking good, opportunity going up. And whether that's, you know, short-term, long-term, whatever it is, but business-wise, business venture-wise, if you guys are investing or it's something new, go for it. It's wonderful. Now, all they're asking is don't allow your emotions to trip you up. And when I say emotions, frustration, stress, impatience, and even a little emotional. You're like, God, I thought I was going to be there by this age or by this time, or I put in all this work in school 4 years, and why am I not in the corner office at like a corporation? You know, like, well, it's a journey. It takes some time. So they're saying, hey, don't cry over the circumstances, accept where you're at. There's divine timing in things, guys, and the universe is trying to give you the best opportunity, the best place, the best experiences. And there's more that goes on behind the scene than we all have to put in our effort. So number one, see things clearly. Don't romanticize it. And it's okay if you have to change some things up, Aquarius. Like, okay, I didn't think I'd ever have to like Uber to earn money just so I can do this. But you know what? Like, what's wrong with that? You can do what you want, listen to music and do whatever, you know, and it's bringing in money. This is just examples. But they're saying, look at, like, if you have to switch up the game a little bit, if you had to switch up the plan a little bit to get where you're going, that's okay. The change is the only constant, guys. So that's going to happen. But you guys are moving forward. Money is coming in. And in terms of your dreams, it is realizing, actualizing itself. I don't know if you guys are seeing it, and I hope you guys are, but you're going to be seeing it this week. Whether you're finally got that positive grade in that test, you got that acceptance letter, maybe you're applying for an academy or a new position and you just heard back like, hey, we're moving you to the next step, to the next interview phase. Like you guys are like, yes, I'm seeing it. Yes, I'm seeing it. Just don't allow your emotions of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Ideally, I should have been there by now. Let that go. Because honestly, there's people that have been in careers for 40 years and that let go, right? And they're like, well, what now? Things changes, guys, changes. But the universe is doing it for perfect divine timing. Awesome job. Good financially, career-wise, it's looking up. Things are moving forward in your direction, Aquarius. Just don't let your emotions catch you up. Sometimes things change and don't look the way you want them to do it, and it turns out 10 times better. You think that you know all the answers, but you don't. We all do that sometimes, right? Like, well, if it was like this, it'd be the best. And then something happens, you're like, oh my God, I didn't even think about it. I'm so happy it worked out like this. Kind of like that. So congrats. Now Pisces. Oh, you guys are so beautifully patient. I love, go Pisces. I really appreciate you guys waiting out. If you got the timestamp, you're not waiting out at all. But if you're sitting with me the whole time, then you definitely are. All right. Whew, let's see. Pisces. Things are coming up in clumps for you guys. Okay, and one more. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Okay, you guys have 9 of air, the lovers, and 6 of air, right? Everyone always gets so excited with this card. I get excited too. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, you guys, this week, I'm sorry, that's totally side note. But it's not just about relationships, guys. This is really about things that mean, and it can be relationships, and I'll get into it. But the start of the week, guys, really is a lot of events. This week is going to be fast moving for you guys, and it's going to be looking up. It's going to be moving forward. Finally, things are progressing, or you hear that good news. You're like, yes, this is a wonderful week. So starting out this week, guys, and this is going to be a real week of logic and emotional mind. You guys are going to find a beautiful balance. So Pisces, if you've been really emotional lately and your intuition has been heightened and you're like feeling everything and you're like, oh my God, number one, it's not just you. Don't worry about it. You're not going crazy. But this week, you're actually finally finding this beautiful balance. Creative solutions. You guys are really using your mind to really, things are coming in, and as things come in, you're not like in this wishy-washy space. You're reviewing the options and you're making a wonderful, healthy, logical decisions that really are in alignment for what you're doing, guys. So just number one, this week is going to move very fast for you, Pisces. Things are looking up. You're going to have to be making decisions in terms of the opportunities that are coming your way. So maybe, and be creative. So in whatever arena of life, this can be with work, this can be with family, this can be in relationships, this can be your own plans, your own dreams, whatever it is, it's going to call for a little bit of compromise, but creative compromise, guys. Like, okay, all right, you know, Pisces, you as this example, like, we're going to give you that job, but we can only give you the raise or the 401k. Like, there's going to be things like, okay, I'll take this. This makes more sense. This is a good decision because it has long-term benefits. I'm really going to say yes and yes to this opportunity because it's exciting, it's new, and while it's short term, there's a lot of positive things to it. Like, you guys are going to be moving and shaking, and a lot of things are going to present themselves to you this week, Pisces. And I just don't procrastinate. I'm not saying don't think about it. Definitely think things through carefully, but carefully doesn't have to mean like days. Like, just take an hour. Like, okay, you know, weigh the options. Guys, you are going to be decisive. And when you're decisive, you're not lowering your standards either this week, Pisces. You're like, okay, this is my standards, what I want, and what works, what stands in alignment with it, guys. Now, in terms of your relationships, now this can also be romantic. So Pisces, because you're finding so much beautiful balance this week, that is a key recipe to attracting people into your life. So if there's any single Pisces out there that are really looking for love or romance, number one, my webinar is on February 9th. It's interactive. I'm going to teach you guys tools and tips to manifest your love partner. So if you're interested, let me know. The link is down below. Otherwise, guys, this is because when we're emotionally balanced and logical, we are much more open, we are much more receptive, and our energy is, it's almost like our aura is more out, guys. So you guys it's a great opportunity to meet people. So make sure you get out there. And even if you're an introvert, do something that you enjoy, a hobby. Maybe you're an introvert, but you like to rock climb, you know. Go out there. You really are attracting healthy relationships. And the reason you're attracting healthy relationships is because you are this week healthily balanced. That's just how it works, guys. Now, this could also be because you have the 9 of air. This could also be collaborators and friends. People that come in to help, to support, or to move things forward, work with you in a positive manner on an equal setting. It's not someone's like doing you a favor. Like you guys are really putting both the same amount of energy into whether it's that relationship or that project or that venture. You guys are both, you know, you guys are on the same page. You guys are both putting the same amount of energy, the same amount of effort, and you guys are moving things forward. This is great for relationships romantically because things should be balanced, or career-wise, family-wise, whatever it is. Guys, really healthy relationships, really healthy communication, and good decisions. Because you have the 6 of air as well, they're letting you know forward movement. No more pause, no more limbo, no more stagnation. We're done with that. We're moving on out. And it is an opportunity this week to take some time out for yourself. Whether you take that trip or, you know, you go see that concert or you go to that convention or something like that. But this week is really called for fast movement, great decisions, good collaborations, and really working with others, and perhaps even romance. So if you are going to meet somebody, guys, I'm not hating on online dating at all, but I am saying the likelihood is more than likely it's going to be organic. So it's going to be in person because you have the 6 of air. So go out there, go talk. It doesn't have to be like at a bar or a club. It could be, like I said, at a convention or like at your yoga studio. It could be, guys, you can meet people anywhere, really. Universe, divine timing, but it's a beautiful week for that, guys. Yay. Have fun, move forward. You guys are going to, whatever creative ideas or ventures or jobs or projects or plans, good looking out, guys. Just don't procrastinate. Make a decision on that loan, on that option, the opportunity, that offer, and move it. I'm excited for you, Pisces. No more craziness with the emotions. I'm like, you know, I'm super sensitive as well. And these energies have got me a little bit, but it motivates us, moves us forward. So guys, and also get outside, guys. If you're, unless you're like in this crazy snowy place, I could see why not, but get out, get some fresh air, move it about. Congrats. You guys, I thank you so much for joining me. If you guys have any questions about anything or about my services or about my new Manifest Love and Romance webinar on February 9th, please just send me a message. I'm happy to give you clarity or questions. Or if you're wondering if any of my soul readings or my tarot would work for you or your situation, let me know. And I'm happy to do it. I'm also a life coach, guys. So I mean, I'll be honest, this will work for you, this won't, or even give you, if it's not me, solutions, tips. I mean, a lot of people have messaged me about certain situations and I'm like, actually, this is very beneficial. I've been a healer for over 10 years. So there's a lot of, you know, links and exercises. If anybody's, you know, confused or have questions, send them my way. I'm happy to help. Have a beautiful week, guys. I'm super excited for it. And anybody that's joining me for my webinar, I will see you guys there. I'm super excited. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of the weekend and week. See you guys later.